Alrighty guys, welcome on back to some more Dragon Quest II HD-2D Remake. Last episode, we saved the fairies in the Tower of Rain, and they gave us the ability to go around the world and find the 5 sigils. However, we took a little bit of a break to then get on our boat and go explore the open seas, gathering all the items and secret spots that we've missed up to this point. And now, we've entered the city of Zahan. But before that, if you guys do like this video and this series, make sure to hit that subscribe button. It'll really help me out, and it'll make sure you don't miss any upcoming videos. With all that out of the way, let's get into it. So we are here in Zahan. We're just going to go ahead and, well, we're not inside yet. We'll go ahead and walk inside real quick. And then in here, we have a little town. By little town, I do mean little town, but we're going to go ahead and gather some things. So let's go ahead and check the western side over here. And we can find a barrel. We're not going to go into the exclamation or the marked location just yet. I am curious, is that wand better for Pyrenel? No, Staff of Resurrection is really good, and it was in a harder dungeon than what we're in now, so I'm not surprised. We can go ahead and grab this barrel now for a Moonwort bulb, and then we're going to go ahead and go to the inn. I believe we can just head on inside here. And in here, in both these rooms, we can find a bag with a phial of unsealant and another bag with a strong medicine. And that's it for inside here. Now we're just going to go ahead and leave the inn. And on the northern side, near this little poison puddle up here, we can find a mini medal inside this pot. Then to the right of the inn is the item shop all the way over here. And outside of it, there will be a barrel we can get for some coins. And then nothing new inside here, but northeast of the shop, up here in this corner, we can find another pot with a, oh, there we go, Seed of Agility. Then we're going to go to the southeast corner, which will have a Chimera Wing in this barrel. And the last one is in the southeastern corner. It's in a pot right over here for some gold coins. There's really it. There's nothing else here. And then in this upper area, this northern building, I'll show it off real quick, but you'll notice there's actually nothing in there for us because there's some chests, but to get to those chests, we need the ultimate key. So we will be back much, much later. Instead, let's go ahead and just head down here and go inside the actual main building here. You there? You came by ship, did you not? Tell me, did you see any fishermen endeavoring to reach the village on your journey? I do not believe so. Why? Is something amiss? My husband and his crew set sail some days ago, but no one has seen them since. I long to believe they have run aground on some island and find themselves unable to return until their ship is repaired. And yet, you cannot help but fear that the worst has come to pass. Yes. I know I should tell myself that my dear Sylvester is no more, yet I still hope that one day he will appear at my door as if nothing were amiss at all. Foolish daydream, I know, and one that cuts me to the quick. It hurts me most that I did not even say goodbye. Tell us, good fishwife, whither was your husband headed? Wherefore? We are on a journey across this realm to bring peace to the people's hearts. If we can help you find your husband, it would be our honor. But if his ship was wrecked, then so might yours be. I cannot ask you to take such a risk, could I? Yes, you can. You know full well what danger awaits us, but we are resolved to face them. Indeed, we have faced many dangers on our journey and overcome them all. That would mean so much to me. Even should you fail to find him, at least I would know how to live the rest of my life. If you would learn more, pray speak with the man tending to the boats. Is he a fellow fisherman? Yes, one of the few who did not join them that day, but he will be able to tell you whither my husband and his men were headed. Thank you again, and please be safe. All right, got to go find the man tending to the boats. I believe... Oh, no, there's more items in there we want to grab real quick before we leave. Actually, a few items. Ooh. Grab this pot for a tingle web. And then I believe upstairs we can find 2 more. We can find a pot right here for a seed of stamina. And down here, a bag with some gold coins. That's it for here. Now we just need to go to the new quest marker up in the northeast corner, and we will be able to talk to the shipwright here. The last fishing trip? I'd remain behind that day. Came down with a ghastly illness. Who knew it'd prove a blessing in disguise? Do you know which fishing grounds your companions were making for? We are of a mind to follow in their wake. Why in the goddess's name would you want to do that? The mermaids will devour you alive. Did you just say... I did indeed. Those sirens have lured many a man to his doom. Maybe you think them the stuff of fairy tales, but I assure you, they are all too real. I was just a boy when it happened. Something just like this. You mean a ship and the souls aboard were lost? Precisely. A mermaid ensnared one of the fishermen in her thrall. Told everyone who would listen to her, but nary a soul believed him. Then one day his boat sank to the depths of the ocean, neither it nor its crew to be seen again. Well, all except the man himself. He washed up on the shore the next morning. Alive? As I said, this is no fairy tale. In his cold, clammy hand he clutched an earring, the selfsame he had boasted about receiving from his beloved mermaid. Zounds, the creature pulled the man and his entire ship down to the depths then? So goes the tale. Afterwards, the villagers took the earring and enshrined it on the island to the west, together with a set of sacred claws. That their divine power might ward away the mermaid's evil, and sever our connection with them once and for all. Sylvester thought it more superstition. He blamed the man's demise on bad luck and stormy seas. Doubtless, the mermaids bristled at being dismissed so easily. He tempted fate, and it proved his undoing. Well, we shall not be undone so easily. Aye, if it is men they seek, mayhap we will be better at luck escaping their clutches. After all, should either of you become enthralled, I and Matilda will be there to restore you to your senses, with a sharp slap to the face. It would be my pleasure. Caradoc has given me ample reason to wish to rebuke him so. Have you not, brother? Now I come to think of it, I never did expect my revenge for you blowing out the candles on my birthday cake. Your birthday, but that was years since, and I spent an hour groveling at your feet. Was that not enough? Yours is a doughty ship indeed. I shall mark the spot on your map, but I prithee, if you mean to go, then go with caution. And so we have our next destination. We actually have already seen this place. It's a place I pointed out last episode when we were going around. I was like, this looks like an area we can go to. It is indeed. So let's go ahead and travel over to, where is Baron? And we should be able to board our boat here. And it's that little shipwreck area that we saw in the southeastern corner. When we first went, I was like, man, this really seems like it'd be a place we could go to. And I was right. Let's go ahead and Holy Protection. And our boat should be just right here. And now we're just going to go ahead and hop aboard and sail south. A little bit southeast, actually. Just to the east of this secret spot right here. I do love how quickly you can get around in this game. Even on the open seas, like, sometimes in Dragon Quest games, it takes a long time to, like, get around places, but this one does not. I also do want to point out, in Dragon Quest games, if you sail your boat off to the left side of the map, you'll wrap around on the right side of the map. Same with up and down. Which brings up a really good question for Dragon Quest 1. How did we sail all the way to the left of Dragon Quest 1 and then loop around to the right side of the continent when we had this entire area? It just got me thinking. I was like, maybe they went to discover the world, but they did discover the world when we wrapped around. Trying to find the docking area. I think it's right here. No, I thought that's where I got on. I guess it's just this north side right here. Could this be the place of which the fisherman in Zahan spoke? The rocks certainly seem deadly enough. Even without mermaids to lure them shoreward, any fisherman who sailed too close would be in grave danger. Yeah, those are mermaids. Monsters! Quick little fight with a... What are these called? I didn't mean to do that. I have them on auto. We're gonna be fine.
This may burn.
But I definitely could have played this a little bit different. We should be fine. Ow. Okay, let's go back to follow orders. Unfortunately, Tails doesn't really have anything we can do here. He is like the one. Let's just cattle prod. Actually, no, what we can do, we can swap his equipment out for his Morning Star. Lets him attack. And then, yeah, these are Matter Mermen. And then we will just... I wish Zapple was good. We'll Sizzle. We will... Boom. And then we will... Probably just Crackle just to deal as much damage. This should get rid of all the Mermen. Assuming we all act before them. Didn't even need Tails to do anything. Yeah, technically that's a mini-boss too, which is kind of crazy. Maybe it would have been harder, but I guess you could theoretically just get rid of one at a time. We get 612 experience. And Caradoc reaches level 25. And Caradoc learns Zing.
Perhaps it was not mermaids that caused the accidents of which we heard tell, but monsters.
I would wager your best boots upon it, dear brother.
Let us descend and investigate further. But have a care. There may be more of them.
Well, fancy that! Those beasts are dead. I thought they'd never go. We owe these little ones our thanks. Come on, let's say hello.
Oh, but sister, those are human children. Shouldn't we be wary? They'll steal our scales to sell at market. Ugh, humans are scary.
Oh, don't be silly. What do you think their monster slaying means? That's right, that they're the nicer kind of horrid human beings.
Those voices.
Hello? Is somebody there? Could it be more monsters? Monsters, she says. Oh, the cheek. We're nothing of the kind.
We cannot have her thinking that. Let's go and change her mind.
Mermaids! Real mermaids!
Hello, humans. How'd you do? We didn't mean to scare you. Next time we catch you unawares, I promise we'll prepare you. The name's Melinda, Mermaid Girl, and I'm ever so grateful. You got rid of those monsters for us. Gosh, those things were hateful.
My days, you can say that again. They gave us such a fright. Before you got here, me and Mel thought it was good night.
I didn't introduce my friend. This here is Ellie Pooh. Oh, sorry, that's just for her besties. It's Elaine to you. We're usually quite careful to keep out of monsters' sight, but staying hidden when someone's in danger isn't right. So when we went to rescue some humans that got hurt, we had to show our faces to those little bags of dirt.
Sil? Were you perchance about to say Sylvester? Do you know him?
We do. In fact, we took him home a little while ago. His ship was sunk, and so we helped him and his friends, you know?
Oh, help you did, Mel. Lovingly indeed in old Sylv's case.
Just shut it, you, before I wipe that smirk right off your face.
Well, anyway, It's thanks to us they lived to tell the tale, and now they're all as healthy as the day they first set sail.
You nursed them all back to health?
We did indeed, and though their boat was full as full could be, we made sure every one of them returned home safe from sea.
That is a relief to hear. We had feared that they might all be...
Indeed. You have our gratitude, and that of the people of Zahan, I am sure. Many tears of joy will be shed at the return of those they feared lost.
Oh, that's nice.
But my poor Melly Mel's concerned about one man alone. A fair-faced fisher fellow she'd have liked to make her own.
I see. If I might ask, how badly hurt were the fishermen when first you found them?
Oh, terribly, but none more so than poor Mr. Sylvester. Hence why I couldn't just stand by and leave his wounds to fester.
Yeah, we believe you.
But his wounds are now fully healed, you say?
All but the burns both suffered in the fiery flames of passion. The two made moony eyes like it was going out of fashion. Shut it, you! Just shut it!
The two of them seem entirely consumed by their own affairs. Though I try, I cannot seem to get them to simply say what happened. What are we to do?
What if I were to join in? I must confess to being eager to hear more about these flames of passion.
Absolutely not! Forgive me, but you will only exacerbate the situation.
They certainly are not what I pictured when I imagined mermaids.
Well, we'll need to talk to them again, but first we have a couple of things we can find. Right up here is a pot with a seed of wisdom. Down south, around the floor, we should be able to find another item. It's like right here. Oh, there we go. Right there, a seed of magic. Then all the way over here on the east, we can find one last, I think it's a pot all the way over here. Yep, right there. And we get an angel bell. And that's it. Nothing else here. So we're just going to go ahead and talk to the mermaids again.
Forgive us for interrupting once more, but if I might disturb you for just a moment longer, you said you saw the fishermen of Zahan safely home. Is that correct?
Yup.
You have our thanks. Would that there was some way we might repay the favor you have done us.
Oh, there's no need for you to give us something for our trouble. Sylvester said he'd be back here with presents on the double.
Indeed? Oh, how marvelous! Perhaps his wife and child will accompany him. Given how worried they both were for his safety, I'm sure they are just as eager to say thank you as he.
His...
Did I say something strange, perhaps?
I mean, not really, but
Are you
probably shouldn't have said it.
so brainless? Hold your foolish tongues and allow
Well,
me to
no,
do the
why are you
talking.
mad that he told him that he's married?
Oh. He had a wife and child at home this whole entire time. Not once did either of them ever seem to cross his mind.
No, sister, we just did not ask. I'm sure that if we had, that he'd have told us he was both a husband and a dad. But never mind that. Now I come to think of it, we're fine. I don't think we'll be needing any presents. Not this time. Could you please tell Sylvester when you happen to next meet that there's no need for him to come, although the thought was sweet? He's just returned to his beloved family, as you say. Plus, he might be attacked by horrid monsters on the way.
But
Besides, I doubt he'd bring us anything we'd really treasure. We're mermaids. He's a human. It's a stretch by any measure.
I see.
We saved their lives. There's thanks enough for us in that alone. We're only glad they're finally fully healed and safely home.
You sure you're all right?
I'm fine, I promise. After all, there's nothing I can do. If he's back home and happy, then I'm happy for him too.
Well, we found out Sylvester's safe, so let's just go ahead and revisit Zahan real quick. Tell him, hey, the mermaids don't need any presents, man. Give your money to your wife and kid, not the mermaids. Wonders, look, my husband, alive and well. And believe it or not, he claims he and his men owe their safety to the mermaids. I had struggled to believe in myself, and yet it is true. I plan to return to them soon to deliver a token of our gratitude. As fate would have it, we come bearing a message from those selfsame mermaids. They wanted you to know that you needn't go to the trouble of visiting them. How selfless of them to put my safety over their own interests. Truly, their kindness is without limit, and yet they saved my life. I cannot see this favor go unrewarded. The mermaids placed no barrier on you visiting them, did they? Could I trouble you to deliver the gift in my stead? Oh yes, that would be an excellent idea. Naturally, we will see to it that you too receive your just reward. Of course, it should be our privilege. Yes, we must make it known to them how appreciated their assistance was. Thank you, truly. I am blessed to have made so many wonderful acquaintances of late. There's a shrine on the isle west of here, in which my forebears placed an earring that once belonged to the mermaids, along with a set of enchanted claws that our link with them might forever be severed. But now, we know we are not mortal enemies, but kindred spirits. We have no need of either. That is why I would ask you to return the earrings to the mermaid as a show of friendship. Jolly good. Yes, I think the mermaids would like that very much. As for the claws, you may take them as your reward. May they aid you on your journey. I shall let the guard know to grant you passage. You have my thanks. I only ask that you convey the same to the ones who saved my life. So, time to go repay the mermaids. Now, we're going to have a boss fight coming up. We might struggle a little bit with it. I wouldn't say we're necessarily underpowered right now. I would say we're pretty on curve, especially because we've already gone through, like, Baran and Yggdrasil and all that, and I still think it's a little bit harder than here, just, like, slightly harder. But I don't think we're going to have too many issues. We might have to go grinding here in a little bit. We do now have access to, like, liquid metal slimes we could farm. I just haven't because we don't have a, like, consistent way to kill the liquid metal slimes. So I haven't really wanted to worry about it just yet. But we're going to head to the Shipwright's Shrine. We've been here before. We could also just dock here if we wanted to by getting on our boat and going just a little bit to the left. But let's go ahead and head on over here. You might recognize this is the same exact place we can teleport to from back in Middenhall. So we'll go ahead and enter the shrine. And it looks like some monsters have made their way here first. Could this be a sigil? If that's the sigil, then I'm Hargon himself. They're supposed to have pictures on them, remember? And they're not even nearly so shiny. You should listen to your friend. That is not a sigil. And what is more, it is not yours. That's right. It belongs to our friends, and we'll be taking it to them. Thank you very much. For though a heartless monster like you may not understand it, a token of affection is worth more to some people than a sigil ever could. The only place you'll be taking it is to your graves. Well, just like a super fast fight here. So we got a couple enemies here. We're going to be trying to get rid of the Disco Demon first. Essentially, these guys are going to be trying to give you with status effects and debuffs and stuff like that. So we're not going to worry too much about it. We're just going to hit the Disco Demon. I think Zapple's probably going to be our best bet here. I don't even think we need a Kabuff. So let's just Zapple the Disco Demon. And then I want to Oomph Tails. And then Matilda. I should just get Dodgy Dance with you first since you're still weak. Zap only does 89, which is, again, it was one of my little bit worries here, but you can see we're doing 248 damage. Because we still have the gear from higher level zones, so that's why I'm like, we're probably okay. Ooh, let me change my equipment. I meant to switch back to the Platinum Sword already. There we go. And then, I don't really have anything super crazy here, so let's just do a normal attack on Disco Demon. Caradoc, let's just keep zapping the Disco Demon. And then, I guess, booms and swooshes. Boom. And not really anything good here. We will frizzle the Hula Demon, or the Hula Ruler, just to start getting some damage out there.
Frizzle!
We should be able to drop this Disco Demon in like 2 more turns, I think. Yeah, they have the MP regen. It's not a big deal. Let's go with another boom, another frizzle.
I have you now!
Their whole thing is these are basically just 2 caster demons. They're going to be using spells pretty much the whole time. Crackles, that's the big one we wanted to avoid, which is why we're trying to get rid of him first. Perfect. Kind of sucks we weren't able to get it off sooner. That's okay. Let's go with a Helm Splitter on you. I think we'll probably have to use a turn healing up. So let's heal up Matilda. Let's heal up Caradoc. And then we will just keep frizzling here.
Where it hurts! Mid-heal!
Bless you.
Oh, I'm a little worried now.
Mid-heal.
Oh, thank God. I was like, I don't know if Caradoc's gonna go in time. Great big kiss. Caradoc gets hit by it. And now he's hit by the status effect. Okay, defense is decreased. I think we win so fast here now. We will go boom. No, we'll go... I don't really like any of these. We'll just swoosh and then frizzle.
Time to play with fire!
Caradoc can't do anything, but there we go. It is a boss, but we have good enough gear where it's not that big of a deal. Ideally, we'd like our characters to be around level 32 by this point, which is why I was like, yeah, we're a little bit behind the curve, because you can see there, Piranel is only level 27. At 32, she gets multi-heal. We did warn them. Even did we not seek the earring ourselves, I could not allow something so beautiful to fall into the hands of something so repulsive. And Tails obtains a pearl earring. Indeed, it suits a mermaid much more than a monster. Let us return it to them. I can hardly wait to see the joy on their faces. But don't forget, they said there's something here for us as well. Over here is a set of sacred claws. Now, the sacred claws might seem like a really good reward. In fact, if we go over to Matilda who can use it, the sacred claws are especially effective against undead and material family monsters, as well as those with amorphous forms. Which means it's good against a lot of the monsters we're going to be fighting. The unfortunate thing is, it is worse than the Fated Blade, which we have to have gotten before we got Sacred Claws. In fact, it's even worse than the Holy Silver Rapier, which is the weapon Matilda starts with. I will still be throwing it on. It's a little bit weaker, but we do get increased damage, which means that we're actually going to give the Fated Blade over here to Piranel, because she's the only one who can currently use it and it be better. And yeah, there we go. We'll go ahead and now zoom on back over to Gaggle Rock, so that way we can go give the mermaids the earring we just got for them. Oh, mermaids. We have a gift for you from the man you saved. I was so worried when I saw that the quest marker was on land.
Oh, hello. Look, Ellie, it's our little human friends. It's wonderful to see your smiling faces once again.
Ah, good. You are still here. There are matters we would discuss with you. Tell us, are you always to be found atop these rocks?
Not all the time. We sometimes go a-wandering here and there. But yeah, we are here quite a lot. A whole lot, to be fair. But anyway, these matters that you mention, you mean him? You told him not to come back. Was he upset? Was it grim?
We informed him of your wishes, and he thanked you for your consideration and asked that we bring you this.
Oh, pretty.
He said it once belonged to your kind. and he was most insistent that it be restored to you.
Thanks. I've seen a pearl just like this one. Now, where would it have been? Oh yeah, now I remember who was wearing it. The Queen!
You say just like it, Melly, but it wasn't quite that hue. Let's show her it and ask about it. She'll know what to do.
Yeah, let's. She always knows what's best. She'll have something to say. And thanks again for bringing it. It's really quite a way.
Before you go, I wish to apologize. We did not mean to cause you sorrow.
You loved him, did you not? It cannot be easy.
Oh, I appreciate it, but you really aren't to blame. I suppose no one is really. It's just an awful shame. It's me who should apologise for getting so upset. Imagine being such a softie. How weak can you get?
Please do not say such things. To think of others' feelings before one's own is far from weak. It takes great fortitude, and I admire you for it.
As do I. Though you profess not to mind, it is clear that you suffer greatly. You are noble indeed, and stylish in the extreme.
I know you're trying to cheer me up, but this is out of hand. Don't praise me so, I beg of you. It's more than I can stand.
I shall praise you as much as I please. You are a wonderful, thoughtful person, and I admire you very much.
Stop it! Stop it, you silly human!
Now I too am weeping. I cannot help it.
Oh, it's all too much. You're just too nice. It's more than I can take.
Just look at us. Come, dry your eyes. Please don't cry for my sake.
I feel somewhat left out.
So that's literally all there is to this. This little quest is now finished. So we're going to go to our next destination. We want to go to that little area just to the left of Moonbrook. So we're going to go ahead and head over to Middenhall first just to get a quick heal. And we'll make our way over there. So we're right here at the shrine west of Moonbrook. We just came right outside of it. And we can go ahead and hop on our ship. And we're just going to go ahead and head northwest to this little island right here. We'll go ahead and throw that Holy Protection on. This is an island I'm a little bit more worried about when it comes to having Holy Protection on. I don't know if we're going to be like too strong here. I believe we are still technically, well, we won't be able to see it yet, but I don't think there's a shine spot out there. So we'll just go ahead and enter the lighthouse. But I don't know if the lighthouse is... Oh, it's before Zahan. Oh, we're going to be so fine. It's before Baron? Oh, we are so fine. Okay, let's go ahead and run through this. Typically, you can use that as a just point of reference. Whatever is further to the right, typically either has one of two things. Things that don't really matter, such as the Shrine of Revelations and Shrine south of Middenhall, where I don't even think there's enemy encounters in those areas. And then there's also the Isle of Monocarved Metals. Other than that, pretty much as you go to the right and down, it gets harder and harder. So like Baron, and then the Shrine north of Baron, because you're dealing with the enemies outside of that area. Yggdrasil's Arbor. I don't actually think Zahan and Shipwright's Shrine are necessarily harder than Yggdrasil's Arbor, but I could be wrong. We are strong enough at this point where it doesn't really matter. But here we go. We are in the lighthouse. Let's go ahead and just start running through here. We'll have a little scene as we enter. The weapon thou carriest. 'Tis the sword of Erdrick, hero of legend, is it not? It is indeed. You have a keen eye, sir. Then do you bear his blood, perhaps? And what bringeth you here, might I ask? You see much, old man. As to what brings us here, we journey in search of something. You do? A certain sigil, perhaps? You know of it? I do indeed, for I'm the guardian of said sigil. Long have I awaited your coming, heroes. knowing that only those with the courage to scale the tower you see before you may gain possession of this priceless artifact. Is that so? And we shall prove ourselves courageous and more. Excellent! I shall ascend ahead of you and await your coming. I pray that you not fall prey to the fiends that will no doubt assail you as you climb. Thank you, my good sir. Seems that which we seek is within our reach. Come, upward and onward. So, this is a very large dungeon. I actually think this is probably the largest so far, but if we get lucky, and it's because, as you can see right in there, the center, there's like 4 staircases, meaning multiple paths up and down this lighthouse. But if we're lucky, we actually won't be getting into any random encounters along the way, so it should be a little bit quicker. We'll go ahead and start by coming over here to get this lonely chest here. There's also a bunch of pots and barrels along the way, so just be careful as you're going up, because some of them have seeds in it. There's the cower ring. Don't need that. I think that's actually our second cower ring. It is cursed, so just be careful if you go ahead and equip it. Just give it to Caradox, that way you don't get any of the downsides. Holy Protection wears off. And based off the fact we went through a whole Holy Protection there, I'm assuming we're not going to have any random encounters here. We get a Seed of Agility right there. And then we're going to go ahead and go up into west here. And then we want to go south. South again to this chest, which will be a scale shield, I believe. Yep. Unfortunately, not as good right now. Then we'll go up and to the left, where we can find a some coins and a medicinal herb down at this dead end. Inside these barrels. And then we're going to go ahead and go north. Go left. And we're just going to kind of follow this path pretty far down here. Holy Protection wears off. We want to follow it all the way down and then all the way to the right, where we're going to have another pot we can grab before we finally get to that little center area with all the different staircases leading up. So go here. It should be all the way to the right here. Should be a pot with a tangle web for us. And then we're going to go ahead and enter this area. And you can see we're going to be getting our last chest, which is just right up here to the left. And then after we grab the 2 items right here in the center area, that'll be it for this floor. So we're basically just going to go to the center where this little orb thing is. And then to the right of it is 1 item, and to the left is the other. So right here in the center, again, anytime you see these little circle or square things, just kind of step in the center, and odds are you'll find a hidden item. So there's some pouches of musk and nothing right here. So now we have 4 staircases we can take. We're going to start with the upper left one. Then we're going to go left, and you can see again, very, very big area. We're going to go left. There's going to be 2 pots here we can get with a strong medicine and a necklace of immunity. And then we're going to go up another staircase. We'll come back down to grab the item here in a little bit. So we'll take this upper left staircase here, go up to the 3rd floor, and then this is a very quick area. As you can see, it's going to be a lot of, kind of like when we did the Tower of Winds, a lot of dead ends with some chests at the end. There's some angel bells and a good amount of gold coins here, 1,030. Now we're going to go ahead and head back down the stairs. Be careful not to fall down. And then we'll go to the right, where we can get this other chest we can see on our map. This will be a fizzle retardant blouse. Nothing for us there. We're probably getting to the point where we can probably start selling a lot of stuff and just spinning in the not gotcha game. And then we're going to go ahead and go east. And we can go up this staircase. And one last chest here. But this one is a canna box. Let's see if we get lucky here. We're just going to turn it on, probably fight wisely, and just have them go for it. Yeah, I think we might be able to kill in 1 turn. Let's see. No, yes, barely. I think that was actually the one that has a chance to miss, but if it hits, it's a crit, I think. Unfortunately, nothing from it, so go ahead and go back down. And then we'll go ahead and go south here. And if we take this far left one, you'll see that this was just the northeastern staircase. So we'll go ahead and go back up. And then we're going to go ahead and go south to this chest, which will be a wizard staff. And then we can go up either of these staircases because they lead to the same place. Literally right next to each other. That's the other one right there. So from here, we're going to go all the way left and then south here in order to find another chest for yet another canna box. You'll notice anytime you find a canna box, there's going to be a lot of them in the same area. In fact, I would say, like, it's not even like a risk. It's like a 50-50 shot that it's a canna box, honestly, with how many there typically are. Can we not waste all your MP, guys? Thank you. No item there, unfortunately. But over here will be 2 more pots, one with some gold coins, and the other with a seed of luck. And then we're going to go back up to where we came up these stairs. We'll go south this time. And in the center of these little 4 pedestals, should be direct center, we can find a silver tiara. I actually don't think that's better for anyone. No, it's not. Honestly, Matilda, do you have any? No, you're running the rabbit ears. Oh, actually, no, you just have way better things. Let me give you the coral hairpin. And then we're going to go back down to the 2nd floor. Because that's it for this little route. We're going to go back down to the 1st floor. And now we're going to go ahead and use I think the bottom right one. Yep, you're going to go up the bottom right one. And then we're going to just go south because there's nothing here on this floor for us. And back up to the 3rd floor. Then we're just going to go right past this staircase. And there should be a pot right here with a magic water. And then we'll go ahead and go back up. Now we're on the 4th floor. We have another chest here for us with, you guessed it, a canna box. So we'll just autoplay this. Honestly, I could probably turn it on Show No Mercy. I just don't want to waste all my MP as we're going through here. Honestly, I probably should just don't use any MP, because I think we'll still be able to kill without using any MP. Matilda reaches level 22, so it was worth fighting. No drops, though, unfortunately. And then we'll go ahead and go up this staircase. And we can find another chest here with, you guessed it, the multi-slice scroll. You did guess it. Then we're just going to go ahead and go back down to the next floor we were at. And on the southern side of this will be a barrel that we can get for some doses of strong medicine. And now it's just all the way back down to the 1st floor, because this time we want to go to the bottom left staircase where we can actually start progressing up the tower, since all these other staircases were just dead ends. So all the way back down here, all the way back down to the 1st floor. Now we're going to be able to make our way up and actually get some items on the way up, like officially, because we're going the proper way. So here we are, back on the 2nd floor. I believe there's not much here for us. We can go ahead and go around this corner. We should get some barrels right here. I think that's everything. Chimera Wing and a Moonwort Bulb. Then we'll go ahead and head up to the next floor, back up to the 3rd floor. And we can just go around this corner here, where we'll get a little scene with the old man. And here you are at last. You have done well to reach me here. Perhaps we might converse a little while you rest. Know you perchance of where other of the sigils might be found? We do not, I am afraid. But you have spoken with the fairies, perhaps, who know much of these precious items and their history. And what, pray, did they tell you of them? Please, as yourself has said, we have barely had a moment to catch our breath. Do not pepper us with such questions. We know little of the sigils, and yet less of their whereabouts. Speaking of which, where's the sigil of which you told us? You have a way to go, little ones. Then let us continue on. We cannot afford to tarry. Very well. On you go. I shall follow in your wake. But before we go over there, we can actually go past this. And we can go up this big staircase to a large room up here. And we're actually going to get these 2 pots here for a Care Riviere and a Torque of Truth. Then we'll actually go up the nearby stairs right here. And we just want to keep going up to the 5th floor. It's just going to be a bunch of dead ends as we go up. It's like a spiral staircase here. And I think right here in the center, we'll find a Seat of Magic. Then we're going to keep going up. You can see how much more of this tower we actually have left to go. We're going to go up to the 7th floor next, where there will be some barrels and a pot for us, with a Tangle Web and a Vial of Magic Water, and this should be a Seat of Agility. And that's it for this big tower that led all the way up to the 7th floor. I do think this is the top yet. You can see our destination is just right over there to the right. But we need to actually go up it the proper way, so let's go ahead and go all the way back down to where we saw that Guardian of the Sigil. And then be able to take the staircase that he told us we needed to take to begin with. Now, it actually gets a little bit easier. I think there's much less exploring we have to do going forward. Like, the rooms, I don't think they technically get smaller, but I think there's much less, like, different pathing you can take. So we'll go ahead and go south first, and to the right, where we can find a chest right here with a magic water. And then there are 3 staircases we can take. One to the top right, one to the top left, and one right here to the left. We're going to start with the one right here, the bottom left corner. And so we're just going to go ahead and go up this staircase because there's nothing else for us here. We'll go ahead and go left to open this chest with, you guessed it, a cannon box. Go ahead and just quickly let them deal with the cannon box. Ooh, Kiradok got hit hard there. Let's see. They're on Fight Wisely, but I guess they had the kill, so they didn't go for it. They didn't go for the heal. No drops. Very unfortunate. I think it might only be able to drop you a Tombola ticket, but still, I'd love to get a Tombola ticket. We'll go ahead and go down this staircase now, back down to the previous floor. And over here to the right is actually a pretty good item that we're going to be utilizing a little bit later to actually do some grinding. The Assassin's Dagger. It has a chance to insta-kill whatever you hit with it, which is why it's going to be a pretty good item. It's actually significantly better for you. Not better than the Platinum Sword, unfortunately. Man, I don't want to get rid of the Sacred Claws. But, like, it's so much better than the Assassin's Dagger is so much better. That's so unfortunate. And then we can actually check out, what was that? That was the Thief's Turban, right? Can I not equip it on you? I guess not. Top Hat. Can't give it to you. I give it to Tails. We'll do that. We'll give him the Thief's Turban. And then can she equip the Black Bandana? No, but she can have the Gold Circlet. So we'll give you that. I know the other thing increases or gives you MP as we run around, but that's fine. So now, we're going to go ahead and run back down to that 4th floor because we're going to take another staircase. All right, so back down here where we had, came up 1 floor. This is that 4th floor. Instead, we're going to go ahead and go up the top right staircase this time. I believe this is going to eventually lead us to another dead end. So we'll go here. And then we will be able to grab a pot. And that's just some gold coins. We can go ahead and leave here. And now we'll be able to, there goes Holy Protection. And this time we're going to go ahead and take this far left corner up this little spiral staircase. And I think we just want to keep going up to the 6th floor. I don't believe there's anything before that. Actually, we might even go higher than that. We want to get up to the 7th floor. Nothing here on the 6th floor. So we'll go ahead and take the spiral staircase up here in the top left one more time. We're actually almost done. We're very close to the end here. Go ahead and come up here. And then we can go ahead and just approach the quest marker. Did you not say that you would follow in our wake, old man? How came you to arrive here before us? Well, you guys took a lot of different staircases. I just got bored and went ahead. Ho ho! It seemeth I must have passed you on the way, little ones. However did that happen? But no matter. What mattereth is that the sigil groweth ever closer. Perhaps now we might speak more on the matter of the sigils themselves and of Lady Rubis. You know of her? Indeed I do. After all, the sigils exist solely for that certain special purpose, do they not? What purpose do you speak of? What connection might it have with Lady Rubis? Dost thou mock me, boy, or canst thou truly be ignorant of such things? Did we offend him in some way? I would know more of the matters of which he spoke. You wish to rest a while? Huh? Oh no, all is well. I was simply pondering something. Come, let us away. Yeah, so is Matilda, apparently. I think Matilda is still optional at this point. I don't think you actually need her to come here. So this is still just new content you get with Matilda. You can actually interact with the ground between these two statues for a mini-medal. And then we're going to take the right, there's two staircases here. We're going to take the right one down first. And we can actually check these barrels for a gold coins and some Dazzle Me Nots. And then we're going to go ahead and go up. And we're just going to follow this staircase. You've kind of been able to see it as we went through this area. We're just going to follow it all the way back down to the second floor. So yeah, we went all the way up just to come all the way back down in order to find this sigil. So down here, do not jump off. If you jump off, it is not a quick way down. You will have to, it'll just land you outside the tower. I think this one actually might land you back on the world map. So this one's an especially important one to be careful of. And I think we are on the third floor. But again, I'm actually going to turn sprint off here and just kind of walk along the edge. I'm using my D-pad for this one. Just to be careful. And we can go ahead and go down to the second floor. And make sure you're healed up. We're pretty healed up. So we'll go ahead and approach the little darkness energy. And as you can guess, this will lead to a boss fight. Behold, the sigil. Well, I spoke the truth, did I not? I'm as good as my word and may be trusted without question. And this having been proven, you may now tell me all you know of Lady Rubis and the sigils. No, that's okay. We don't need to tell you that. Huh. So you will not share that which you know? And it seemeth I must needs encourage you to share. What? Curse thee! It's just as I thought. You are a villain and a knave. Once again, you prove yourself more perceptive than you might appear, brother. Whatever do you mean? If he is a guardian of the sigil, as he would have us believe, wherefore must we prove ourselves worthy? Surely he would know of us as his rightful claimants from the first. And surely he would not need to pester us so for knowledge of the very object he is charged with guarding. You saw it too, did you not, sister? Perhaps not as clearly as you, brother, but I did perceive your suspicion, and chose to apply something of it myself. Huh. Perhaps you are not the empty-headed striplings I presumed you to be. But no matter. Only one path now remaineth. The path of elimination. So, this is, I want to make sure I change this back to fight wisely. This is a fight against some gremlins and the Necromancer. The Necromancer has the ability to one-shot you. He is the first enemy that can use the move Thwack, which has the ability to insta-kill you. Now, I have two characters that can both revive, so we're going to hope neither of them die. If I want to be more careful, I could have actually given... yeah, I probably should have given somebody an item there. That's fine. If we die, we die. So, we're going to want to use our Flying Knee on the gremlins. We're going to want to try to get rid of them first. Then, with characters like Caradoc, we can probably just zapple some gremlins. And then we can just... Honestly, I think I want to Oomph Tail so we can get rid of the gremlins quicker. Then after that, it's probably just probably just some cracks on the Necromancer. We want to get rid of the gremlins first, just to make it... Oh, there's the whack. Good, it missed. It has a really high chance to miss and then frizzles, but you can see he doesn't really do much damage. He's going to be relying almost entirely on that whack spell. But you can see we're taking like 9 damage per hit. It's really not terrible. The hardest thing is just the whack spell. So let's go ahead and now start booming. And we can just keep cracking the Necromancer, because unfortunately there's not really much else that Matilda's going to be good for here. Good, we get rid of one gremlin, so we'll get rid of another gremlin. There's a thwack. That hits everyone. Oh, thank God it missed everybody. The whack is one you want to be careful of, because the whack hits everybody. Whack only hits one person. So flying knee the gremlin. And then here we go. We're just going to start focusing on the Necromancer. We'll go ahead and do that. We will do a sap on the Necromancer. And we can... Honestly, I don't like any of these. How much does a regular attack do on the Necromancer? 44. That's like the exact same as a crack does. Fortunately, the sap did not land. There's another thwack. I don't even look. I just stare at my right side. A double thwack. Nope, there's Caradoc. Okay. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. We will Helm Splitter. We can use our equipment. We can actually use a Staff of Resurrection. Do we have to use that as an item? Yes, we do. Hit Caradoc. And then another... How much does a Frizzle do?
I have you now.
88, yeah, that's probably worth it. Caradoc comes back. As long as Caradoc and Pyranel are not both dead, we're fine. Ooh, he's highly resistant to lowering his defense. Okay, we're going to start cattle prodding then. Let me make sure to... Now I do want to heal a little bit. Let's go for a mid-heal on himself. Let's use our Staff of Resurrection. As long as Pyranel does not go down, which is why that's why I should have given it to her. Technically, Caradoc also has Zing now as well. Oh, that sucks. We might not be able to give XP to everybody. Staff of Resurrection, Caradoc. It missed. That's a Frizzle on Pyranel. Pyranel needs to take the time to heal herself now. Mid-heal. You can win this fight just by Tails having the... there's a item we actually already got that prevents whack from landing at all. And if you gave it to your main character, you can just win the fight with them alone. Because if you don't care about everyone getting XP, which I'm not too terribly worried about, especially if I just keep missing it like that anyways, as long as Tails doesn't die, then he'll be fine. You can just give him some healing items if he really needs it. Ooh, that hurt Pyranel pretty bad. Cattle prod. One more turn of cattle prodding should work. Let me try a Zing this time. Let's see. It is the exact... Well, that's great. I was like, it is the exact same thing as a Staff of Resurrection. Okay, we're fine. We can go at least one more turn. Because here's the thing. Oh, we can't attack there. We're going to do a normal attack. We're just going to double Zing and hope it sticks on Matilda. There we go. We got it.
That won't happen again.
Okay, we just have to hope he doesn't thwack. That's great. We win right here. Perfect. That's the Necromancer fight. Very easy, honestly. I wasn't too worried about it. The hardest thing is the whack, but it doesn't matter how strong, it doesn't matter what level you are. You're never going to be more resistant to whack. Yeah, but how? You are but babes. Lord Hagon spake true. The blood of the line of Erdrick imparteth great power indeed. I have failed in my duty. The sigil entrusted Atlas must not. Well, don't know what he was about to say, but he ceased from existence. The rogue tempted us with one sigil in order that we might draw from our knowledge of the rest. Seems he did, and I was fool enough to follow him wheresoever he led. Nonsense. Anyone would have been taken in by such a performance. Anyone save my brother, that is. I doff my cape to thee, my keen-eyed sibling. 'Twas my pleasure, good lady. Now come, let us claim the sigil. If you would be so kind as to break the barrier, Tails. I don't have the sword right now. You do. Well, looks like Tails has to do it anyways. Oh, never mind. Yeah, Pierre, no, you have the sword currently. Tails will get it when it's the, like, true sword. Or when it's, like, reforged, but for now, it's on you. And this time, it is a legitimate steal. We get the Star Sigil. These are going to do pretty much the exact same thing they did back in Dragon Quest I. Simply having sigils in your possession grants you all sorts of special abilities. The Star Sigil causes characters to recover a certain amount of MP when they defend in battle. So yeah, that's our ability. And now, we have just a little bit more we want to do before we end things off. Let's go ahead and zoom back to literally anywhere to heal before we do this. We're just going to be exploring to get some secret spots, and then we're going to be making it to our next destination, but we'll go ahead and do that in the next episode. So, we're actually going to fast travel to Yggdrasil's Arbor, because our destination is that very southern tip of the middle continent. So we'll just go to Yggdrasil's Arbor, we'll just land outside of it. We have a couple secret spots and items we can get before we actually make it there, so that's what we're going to be doing real quick. So we can go ahead and make sure Holy Protection's up, board our ship, and just north here, we didn't come here before, but just north here is a secret spot right there in the center of this island. But there's unfortunately nothing here we can do. There is a blue chest right there, but we need the magic key for it. So we'll come back later. Just wanted to get that marked on the map. Then we're going to go ahead and go south of here and just follow this western side. And we'll see a little secret spot right here in the water. We're going to be getting the magic key very, very soon. Oh, is it this one? We're going to be getting it very soon. But for now, we don't have it because this one also has nothing but... I want to show it off. Where's my blue chest? There it is. Can't do anything with it yet. So we'll be back for that one later. I guess you could kind of barely see it as we entered. And we'll go ahead and just dock our ship. So from here, we can actually hop out. And there should be a sparkle in this northeastern forest. Right here. With an antidotal herb, unsealant, and a seed of strength. And wow, you can really get stopped on rocks. So that was the smallest rock. And then we'll go ahead and head west. You can see our destination, but we're going to grab a couple more things before we do actually go into it. So we're just going to keep following these forests here. And all the way over here to the left is another sparkle right there with medicinal herbs and a seed of agility. Then we're going to cross this bridge here. And then we'll go north. And there's a secret spot right up here inside this desert. This is the final thing we'll be doing. And in here is a pot with a mini medal. And right up here in the top right is a barrel with a seed of stamina. And so that's everything we're going to be covering this episode. We'll go ahead and make our way to our next town. And I would say at this point, we're a little over halfway done with the game. I always like to say, though, whenever you take the exploration and stuff out of the game starts becoming much, much quicker. When you're not worrying about random encounters because you're high enough level, when you're not worrying about exploring and going all over the place, it gets much easier. And at this point, we actually have, like, so much of the map that we can just zoom to. There's very few places that we have left that we're either not really close to or we already have access to and just haven't done anything with yet. So it'll be much, much quicker as we go through here next time. Or for the rest of the game, rather. So here we go. We'll go and enter the city of Burrowell.
Was this place once a town? If it was, it would seem to have been some time since anybody lived here. Well, town or no, I grow weary. Shall we rest a while before continuing on our way?
Fools! This is no resting place.
Who are you? And where did you spring from?
Were those devils to discover you, they would surely... Please, you must follow me.
What is the meaning of this?
Still thy tongue and move, girl, quickly. This way!
This is...
I can hardly believe it.
This is the proper town of Burrowell. hidden underground inside of a church.
An entire town lay beneath our feet?
What is this? Outsiders? Were they seen? Pray tell me they were not.
They were not. I did bring them below as quickly as I was able.
If I might ask, where precisely are we?
Burrowell, a town established by those fortunate enough to escape Rendarak with their lives. We chose to dwell beneath the earth that we might better evade detection by marauding fiends. This place lieth but a stone's throw from foul Hargon's lair. Great care must be taken to avoid his minion's gaze.
Truly? His dwelling place is close by.
Aye, in Rendarak, which was once a land both fair and free, until he did build a shrine unto himself at its center.
You must tell us. How might we gain access to this shrine?
Gain? No human may safely approach it. Besides, it is girded all about by mountains, and the lands around it teem with Hargon's underlings. To venture near it is to invite certain death.
A direful place indeed.
Yet we are of the line of mighty Erdrick, and will journey there nonetheless. The world must be rid of Hargon's evil. To have learned of his dwelling place is a boon indeed. You have our thanks.
The line of Erdrick, you say? Well, make yourselves at home. But when you wish to return to the surface, pray speak with the guardsman over yonder. He will go before you and ensure that no monsters lurk nearby. Very well, if you'll excuse me.
So, we're here in Burrowell, but I think we're going to save exploring this for next episode. I will see you guys then.